What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN. I'm your host, Massive Hater, and tonight we'll be talking about the music production news. In our first story, DATPIFF has apparently shut down. Or has it? Let's find out. So earlier this week, it was reported that DATPIFF was going to shut down the infamous mixtape website, but apparently DATPIFF says that's a bunch of bullshit. Despite the rumors, we are happy to report that we will still be supplying you with all the mixtapes you love. We are working through technical issues on our site and app, but still actively update our YouTube. Thanks for all the love and concerns, but we promise we are still here. It's hard to know what's real nowadays because this could just be a random rumor that someone started after it crashed or it was no longer up because of technical issues, or it could have been them trying to drum up controversy for their website. It's hard to even know nowadays. When I'm thinking, I wonder, do you think they can hear me when I'm thinking like this in between my news segments? In our next story, there's a new Unison audio plugin on the way. Oh god. Either way, it's called Bass Dragon. Ass Dragon. Bad Dragon. I know if you watch my second channel, I've already done that joke, but I'm gonna do that joke every single time we talk about this plugin, okay? Essentially, it seems like it's a bass plugin, according to the name here. This comes through a survey they sent out to people that are on their emailing list. I'm on their emailing list because I've actually bought their stuff to review, okay? I've only bought it to review. I wouldn't actually buy their stuff, okay? Don't judge me. It looks like it has more detail to it than their MIDI Wizard plugin does, which makes no sense because it's just a bass plugin here. It claims to use AI, which I highly doubt. I really think it's just what all these other plugins use. That'd be funny if it actually does use AI though, and we're just writing it off because Unison Audio made it. Either way, we can expect it to be like $6,000. So look forward to that probably in the next few months. News. God, it barely even sounds like a word anymore when you say it like that. When you say it that many times. During a Shakira concert, Bizarrap, whoever the f that is, was sitting at the desk just staring at FL Studio the whole time. I just thought this was funny news, okay? It hurts to see other people living your dreams. Hey, wait a minute. It doesn't even look like he's actually staring at FL Studio. I'm gonna be honest, it seems like this article is just a bunch of fucking lies because he's clearly playing the keyboard there. He's not even staring at the monitor. So maybe after that, he's just sitting there, doing these or whatever. How does everyone in the audience know this song? This seems staged. Music Radar, shame on you. This is just a bold lie, man. He's not even sitting at the computer. Like, he was sitting at the computer for a little bit and dancing, but for the majority of this video, he's literally playing the keyboards. That was cringe and a bag of lies. In our next story, there's a new gross beat out. Wait a minute, this is just something by a guy named FlexBeat. The ultimate rhythmic tool, giving you complete control over the timing and groove of your music, lets you do beat chops, DJ style scratches, trance gates, reverse or halftime your audio with ease. There's a free demo. The special launch price is $39. It's $79 normally. Don't know how long the sale's going for. Essentially, I'd say this is just a gross beat with dark mode. It's got 16 performance pads for pattern presets, pad play modes for loop, one shot, and hold behavior. It's got presets. Pads are MIDI controllable. You can launch quantized patterns. It's got dry wet mix. Seems like that's all you need to know here. It takes a gigabyte of disk space though, which is a little odd. I don't see how this could take a gig of disk space. Not that that's like unreasonable, but it seems like a lot for what it is. I feel like I've been getting fat. Do you think they notice that I think I'm getting fat? Nah, they definitely don't notice. All right, Music Radar says, remember the free Green Oak Crystal VST synth? No, of course not. What the f? Their developer has free delay and chorus plugins that look like a steampunk dump. If you need all your plugins steampunk themed, search no longer. We found them here. With tungsten and cesium, they even sound steampunk themed. Every control is steampunk. Why? Why? No, exactly why. I'm not even being rhetorical here, like why? How long am I gonna have to keep doing these news videos for? I don't get tired of them. It's just, how long can I keep up this news bit thing? In our next story, there's now a website you can use to generate a kick drum. I feel like I'm just gonna be saying this all day. Why? I haven't tried it yet, but maybe we could just test it out really quickly here. Kick drum generator. What a good name. Really creative name. Whoever thought of that? It sucks. There's no randomize button either. Okay, if you use Ableton, just go get my kick generator, okay? Just go get Rob's kick generator. It's on my website. It'll be in the description. Don't use this thing. This thing is a piece of shit. First off, there's no randomize button. Secondly, like the functions it has here are trash. Distortion, bit crushing, compressor. Yeah, bit crushing. That's what we really needed here. These suck. I'm sorry. These are terrible. Thanks for making it. We need less bullshit on the internet also. So I don't know. In our next story, Splice is shutting down its studio collaboration platform. Gotta let me finish there. When Splice launched back in 2014, it was primarily concerned with cloud-based collaboration and backup. So yeah, Splice Sounds came out in 2015. As of now, you're no longer able to add stems, and on April 7th, they'll turn off the ability for people to add new projects. Then on May 31st, they will remove it completely, so if you're someone who uses this, you may want to keep these dates in mind. Pretty much probably just like, we're not making money off this shit. Get it out of here. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans. In our next story, the SP404 MKII has gotten an update. So in the version 3 update, they've included improved stability, syncing when playing long audio files, also expanded motion recording. You can now quantize after recording, and a more accurate tempo setting range. How much chucks would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? In our next story, have you ever wondered, gosh, I'd really like to play a guitar and a piano at the same time, but I don't quite like the keytar. I want something different. I want something where I can actually play them both at once. Well, here you go. I'm almost positive that's duct tape at the bottom there. Positive that's duct tape.
I'm getting good at playing in harmony these days. Hey everybody, I'm here in my dressing room in Birmingham.
I've never been more sure that something was duct tape before.
First prototype of a new instrument that I'm designing with Przemek Drewskowski, the master guitar builder. This is the
To be fair, it is a prototype.
first prototype, and I'm blown away because I didn't expect to see it today. You can see that it's all one piece, right? And again,
That looks really heavy. No shame in duct tape, by the way. It's just funny.
it weighs about as much as maybe a Les Paul altogether.
I'm pressing X to doubt right now.
And it's going to be...
I feel like you're not really going to be able to play it very well because like you can only do hammer-on and pull-offs with the guitar then, right? So my question is, do you need a really strong hammer-on and pull-off technique in order for this to work? Or does it like make the notes louder than it normally would? Because you're not picking it, obviously. Not while you're playing the piano.
It weighs about as much as maybe a Les Paul altogether.
I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay, it does seem like you need a really strong hammer-on and pull-off technique. Okay, so that first one, he did it really hard there. That first press was extremely hard, and the second one was not so hard. It wasn't that good. Not a bad idea. It's a little bit impractical. I feel like, you know, if they could figure out a way to make it not need such a strong hammer-on and pull-off technique, then I think this could actually be something. It could be something. You basically need to be like a master guitarist and keyboard player in order to operate this.
It'll feature one of Przemek's guitar designs and a MIDI keyboard below. And, you know, the whole concept is I'll be able to play it like this.
I mean, dude, we got that. You already showed yourself playing it. Oh, dude, I'm dead. That was awesome. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Version 2 of the product will include a foot-operated, back-mounted kick drum and a harmonica on a neck strap. That's fucking amazing. I need to see someone using this stat. This thing tastes watered down already. Ugh, disgusting. I'm gonna drink it anyways, though. I don't really care. All right, and our final piece of news for the night here, we got something pretty bizarre. Teenage engineering has had a strange effect on synth culture, or sampling culture, whatever you want to call this at this point. Meet the CHOMPI. It is on Kickstarter now, and it costs $500, $600 after the Kickstarter is finished. And basically, it's a simple sampler. Now, this thing does seem like it may be a little overpriced. It also seems like it could be good too, though. So you can sample in real time with it. It has mechanical keys, which can be a pro or con depending on how you look at it. I mean, using keyboard keys, I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. But mechanical keys, I guess, are less likely to get fucked up as fast. Maybe they're easier to replace too. I'm not 100% certain on that part. You can sample and loop in real time. It has a preamp. It has effects on it as well too. The question though is, does it have a metronome? I could not find anything about it having a metronome on here. And if it doesn't have a metronome, I feel like this will kind of limit its use case quite a bit. So it doesn't have a screen. I think the demo of this sells it really well though. Maybe they just have the most perfect demo here, but...
And press the CHOMPI key. And press the CHOMPI key. This fourth knob controls the effects engine. The first page we call the magic wand. It's kind of like a granular delay reverb all in one knob. When you click the encoder though, you have access to other effects, and these effects stack on one another. The next page is a high pass to the right and a low pass to the left. The third page is a tape saturation.
Is it just those 3 pages of effects though? Because that's not that's not a lot.
I've been talking, I've just been staring at this section right here.
No, I haven't. I've been staring at your hands because you're moving your hands.
This is Chompi's looper.
So I feel like this demo does a really good job at making this thing seem good. Probably the best demo you can make with this here. I gotta give it to him on that. One concern I have with this though is I see no mention of a metronome in here or on their website. I also see no mention about changing the loop length, whether it's for the main layer or for additional layers.
We can record and layer our samples into Chompi's looper. This is the loop key, this is the play and the pause key, and this is the transport knob.
This part sounds really good.
We can also make new samples to add to our loop. Why don't we make a shaker?
This demo does such a good job of selling this. I've never seen someone make like a basic piece of hardware look so appealing. From what I can tell here, it also doesn't seem like you can control which layer has an effect or not, but maybe I'm wrong though. This is just from my observations.
Honestly, we barely scratched the surface.
I feel like that's bullshit because they've basically gone through every single knob here. So I don't think they've barely scratched the surface. I think they've covered essentially everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong though. So I do think there's some cool ideas here with this. I'd probably be more interested in it if it was cheaper. $500 for the Kickstarter and then $600 real, like as a real price after that. It does seem a bit steep for like the features that it has. I do understand the appeal of it though. It's very simplistic. It's very focused on sampling, real-time sampling. Also, I'm probably not super into it too because I'm not really that into real-time sampling, but this guy made it seem really appealing. If you mess up a loop, do you have to completely start over? Like what? It just seems like there's like a lot of things that may have been left off the table. Like they made it seem really appealing here, but I have a feeling there's like a lot of flaws to this. Maybe I'm wrong though, you know? All right, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of WNN. I'm your host, Weaver Beats. Make sure to check out my second channel if you haven't. Discord, subscribe. For everyone who likes this video, I will give you one spaceship. You'll get your very own spaceship. Just like the video, go outside, spaceship. No fuel included though. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure to comment spaghetti. Do you think there's people that are actually expecting me to give these like random things that I'm talking about clicking like for at the end of my videos? I hope not. I mean, they'd be some huge idiots for sure. Like, why would they even think that? Why would they even think I'm going to give them a spaceship? If you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member or joining my Patreon. I'll see you guys next time.